Hello and welcome to the Care Plan. My name is Jacqueline Boyd. I'm the owner and operator, and I'm so glad that you've chosen to join me today. You may notice a change in background. I am outside. One of my strategies for self-care this year is to get as much sunshine and as much vitamin D as I can. So I hope you'll bear with the little bit of background noise that you might experience. Our topic today is Caregiving 101, which there is no way we can do a short video about. I could be doing a video that lasts hours and hours and not cover all of the scenarios and situations that pop up for caregivers. But hopefully today I'll be able to give you 5 tips that help caregiving be sustainable for you and to help you feel a little bit more in control of the process. I think it's important to note that caregiving takes many forms and happens all kinds of different ways. Many of us are caring for multiple people in our lives. And so I just want you to be aware that whatever you're doing as a caregiver, you are having a positive impact in someone's life and you are valuable. Sometimes caregiving happens all at once. We're going about our day and our life, and all of a sudden someone we love is in crisis and needs help. And so then our whole framework changes, our whole routine changes. Sometimes it's the person that we love that we've been around or nearby for many years, and we start to take on more and more tasks over time. Regardless of the situation, I would love to hear your feedback on these tips and let us know if there's other ways that we can be a support to you in your caregiving journey. So initially, as you are dealing with becoming a caregiver for the first time, it's important to take a breath, to take that pause, and to just give yourself a minute to acknowledge what's happening and reflect. The caregiving responsibilities are going to be there for you. That task list, that to-do list, all those fears and anxieties, they're going to be there tomorrow, they're going to be there the next day, the next week, and months. It's important to take that moment to pause and breathe and make sure that you're centered before you try to address what tends to be very complex and high anxiety situations associated with caregiving. The next thing you should consider doing is asking for help. Most people wait way too long to accept help. In those initial stages when people are saying, what can I do? How can I support? I'm worried about, our loved one. How can I help you? Most of us just shut down and try to get through that process and don't let anybody in. So that's why step 2 is ask for help. Let people support you, because more brains are better than one in trying to think through the right answers to many of the questions that come up when you're caregiving. And also, other people have different lived experiences. They might know better how to navigate finding a nursing home or hiring caregivers or applying for veterans benefits or Medicaid or planning for retirement. There's a 1,000 different scenarios that come up, and it's really a big benefit to let people into your life early on so that you can benefit from their knowledge and their skills and experiences. After you've taken a breath and asked for some help, it's important to assess the situation as clearly as you can. So rather than feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a crisis situation, and then you're just waiting for the next crisis situation. Care planning and approaching it from almost a project management point of view is going to help you feel a bit more successful as a caregiver. So you're looking big picture, not just at things that are coming up day to day. So I hope that makes sense, because what I'm saying is, if you're a caregiver and your loved one goes to the hospital, you're just doing the best you can to understand what their issue is and how to resolve it. But once you get past that point, life is probably going to be very different. And so rather than just taking it every day at a time, consider care planning and really taking stock of quality of life factors at that point, so that you don't end up 6 months down the road with maybe multiple hospitalizations and still not feeling like your loved one has quality of life. After you've assessed the situation, it's time to connect with resources. I have a number of videos on this subject, so I'm not going to deep dive, but there are often resources for the folks that you're caring for that can be a massive support at the local, city, town, state level. There's veterans benefits, there's all kinds of stuff. So I'll put the links to one of my past videos to help you get kind of the lay of the land of what's available to you as a caregiver. And what's exciting about the time that we live in is that there's always more available, and there's so much at our fingertips online. So don't hesitate to reach out online and on your social media to see what is useful to other people as well. And then finally, I think it's important, if you're caregiving for the first time or if you're feeling overwhelmed, to maintain a reasonable expectation and perspective. You're not going to be able to prevent bad things from happening. You're not going to be able to be in control of all of these situations. The best you can hope for is to support quality of life and to manage things so it doesn't feel too out of control. But oftentimes what caregivers are dealing with is extreme levels of stress, extreme levels of anxiety that then affects your ability to actually provide good care. So your well-being is really important, and I think perspective is a major piece of that. Knowing that you're not going to be able to prevent complications or infections or falls or illness. You're not going to be able to prevent every one of those things from happening, but you can make sure that your loved one feels supported and well cared for, and like you're in a sustainable place as a caregiver. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, please share this video with someone who is caregiving if you think that they could benefit. And as always, if you have any questions or if you would like hands-on support, just reach out. You can always give us a call and we're happy to help. So thank you and take good care.